Good morning. It is 8:38 a.m. on Friday, December 31st, 2021, the last day of 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So definitely, yesterday I was thinking a little bit about how I'm still experiencing some COVID symptom paranoia. I think in particular, just hearing all the news about both mild cases and asymptomatic cases, my brain likes to offer, but I'm asymptomatic. I have mild symptoms. And so it's one of those things where it's like I swallow some spit and cough and I'm like, oh, is that a cough? Uh-oh. Oh no, I just sneezed. And it's the truth is that the worst of it is that it actually still could be that, because lots of people don't have any symptoms at all, right? So it's like, what is it? If I have a tiny little headache for a few minutes, does that count? Is that it? In another couple of days, I will probably be calmer, just because I will have, been, back from my trip long enough. Well, excuse me. So all of the people that I stayed with in Colorado, if they're still all feeling fine and I haven't changed, then probably okay. In any case, just as a brief follow-up to yesterday, I did get some writing-based work done yesterday. It was editing rather than writing new words, which I do have a tendency to constantly rewrite instead of write new things. But I do I'm rewriting a specific thing with a specific purpose right now, instead of just randomly tinkering. And so so once I finish with that, I'm going to try to shift over to some new stuff. And so just the point being that I've gotten started on some of these new priorities that I mentioned. But the other thing that I want to just get into today is that I stayed up too late last night, and then even just as I was going to bed, I ended up staying up later because I discovered that there was a huge fire in Boulder County, Colorado, which is literally where I just came from. I just flew back from there on Wednesday. Not that, and this is not about me having a narrow escape so much as just I know exactly where this is. Um, Places that I used to go all the time when I lived in Colorado, in mandatory evacuation zones. They're saying it's the biggest fire in Colorado history. 500 homes or more and counting burned. It's kind of scary. And not only that, but my brother was not in the evacuation zone, but not far away. Not far away at all. And, a matter of driving, a few minutes only. It was, and you'd be in the mandatory evacuation zone. Now, thankfully, he's also upwind of where the fire was. And since this is primarily a grass fire, not a forest fire, just from where it is, the very dry conditions and extremely high winds yesterday, I guess, contributed to this fire being so out of control. And yikes. Apparently, the wind was just bad enough yesterday that it blew part of their fence over, and some of their tree branches down. And so that's scary enough without them literally being able to see the fire. You can see some of the. It's that's a little scary. But I managed to get them on text yesterday, and they're all fine, and so. At least no one I know personally seems to be directly impacted, but Yeah, I mean, a lot of people obviously, have lost their homes, and that's pretty scary. So, um, in any case, that's a fun thing to discover right before you go to bed. Which I want to once again close out this video by making it about me. But that's that's the way it is, and so I'm gonna finish it off the video for today, and I will talk to you all next year for 5 more minutes.